Today, we're zooming into the fast lane with Advanced Micro Devices, AMD. As of May 20th, 2025, you can snag a share of AMD for about $113. That peppy price tags AMD at a hefty $184.05 billion market cap, and if you're crunching the classic valuation cocktail, its P/E ratio sits around 83.21. Quick translation: price to earnings, P/E, ratio of 83.21 means investors are paying about $83 for every $1 of last year's earnings. That's like buying a latte for $8.30 instead of the usual $4. Your barista better be brewing liquid gold. The 52-week roller coaster, from $76 to $187. Before you buckle your seatbelt, let's talk thrill factor. Over the past year, AMD's share price has bounced between a low of $76.48 and a high of $187.28. The low point, $76.48. Picture that moment when your favorite theme park ride creaks at the top, your stomach flips, you clutch the safety bar, and you ask yourself, "What have I done?" That was October 2024 for AMD investors. Global economic jitters and supply chain snarls had shares on a downward arc. The high point, $187.28. Now imagine the exhilarating drop, wind in your hair, heart in your mouth. That was AMD in February 2025, riding high on blockbuster quarterly results, surging EPYC demand, and bullish AI GPU orders. This wide range shows two things: volatility is real, and AMD's story keeps investors on the edge of their seats. Why the bumpy ride? Tariffs, inflation, and recession fears. Tariff tiffs. Global trade tensions are like a bad sequel nobody asked for. Tariffs here, retaliatory duties there, and suddenly your computer chips cost extra. AMD sources parts globally, PCBs from Asia, memory chips from Korea, so any tariff twist can pinch margins. Inflation infestation. When inflation cranks up, every component, from silicon wafers to factory labor, gets pricier. It's like grocery shopping during a heatwave. Your card rings up faster, and you wonder if that avocado toast was worth it. Recession rumblings. Economists mutter, recession, like it's a horror movie villain. If enterprise IT budgets tighten, data center upgrades could slow, weighing on AMD's server CPU and GPU sales. Think of it as being at an all-you-can-eat buffet. If the restaurant goes on a diet, so do you. These macro headwinds can leave investors wondering if this train is derailing or simply taking a scenic detour. AMD's future prospects, laser-focused on growth. Despite the storm clouds, AMD's got a playbook worthy of a championship coach. Let's break down why the future could still be rosy: AI and data center domination. AMD's EPYC CPUs and Instinct accelerators are muscling into data centers like sumo wrestlers at a ballet recital. Unexpected but impressively effective. With hyperscalers thirsting for AI compute power, AMD's multi-die, chiplet, design offers a cost-competitive edge. Imagine you're building a Lego superstructure. NVIDIA hands you one giant block that does everything. Neat but pricey. AMD gives you several smaller blocks you can mix and match, saving you cash and letting you build weird cool shapes your neighbor never thought of. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Zen 5 and beyond. AMD's CPU core architecture Zen just leveled up to Zen 5. Higher instructions per clock, better power efficiency, and let's not forget that glorious 512-bit vector neural network instructions, VNNI, for AI workloads. It's like swapping your old jalopy for a stealthy electric sports car. Graphics. Radeon's Renaissance. Radeon RX 7000 series GPUs have turned heads with hardware-accelerated ray tracing and AI-driven supersampling. By marrying performance per watt and competitive pricing, AMD is courting gamers and prosumers alike. Picture AMD GPUs as indie rock bands. They may not have the marketing budget of a stadium headlining pop star, NVIDIA, but they've got raw talent, loyal fans, and the thrill of discovering something fresh before it hits the mainstream. Strategic partnerships and custom chips. From collaborating on Microsoft's Azure AI to building semi-custom chips for gaming consoles, AMD is spreading its tech gospel everywhere. Custom semi-custom socks for consoles like the PlayStation 6, imaginary name alert, provide recurring revenue and scale benefits. Fundamentals 101. What investors should know. Before you roll the dice, let's arm you with AMD's financial fundamentals. Rock-solid margins. A gross margin above 50% means AMD's chips command healthy price premiums. Cash-generating machine. Generating over $4 billion in free cash flow annually gives AMD fuel for R&D, dividends, and potential buybacks. Prudent balance sheet. Low net debt ratios suggest AMD isn't overleveraged, crucial if interest rates stay stubbornly high. Think of AMD's balance sheet like your friend who lives within their means. They have decent credit, an emergency savings account, and no betting on crypto with rent money. Tariff fears versus AMD's supply chain samurai. Yes, tariffs stink like last week's leftovers. But AMD has a few ninja moves up its sleeve: multi-sourcing suppliers. By contractually partnering with multiple fab partners, e.g., TSMC, global foundries, AMD can reroute production to fabs in lower tariff zones. Chiplet packaging. Smaller chiplets mean more flexibility. If one node's priced out, AMD can mix and match different nodes to optimize cost/performance. Picture AMD's supply chain as a fleet of electric scooters navigating around potholes. Nimble, versatile, and likely to reach the destination even if the main road is under construction. Inflation and recession, navigating the downturn. Investors often ask, if the economy goes south, won't data center spending freeze? Possibly, but AMD's diversified footprint softens the blow. Consumer segment cushion. Even during downturns, PC upgrades and gaming remain resilient. A new Ryzen-powered laptop can be an affordable treat when vacations are off the table. Embedded and automotive. AMD's forays into embedded systems, think medical imaging, industrial automation, and automotive applications, self-driving compute, and non-cyclical revenue streams. Cloud as a service boom. As companies shift CapEx to OpEx, renting compute via cloud providers continues unabated. AMD chips inside cloud servers are just paying rent month to month. It's like spreading your spring break budget across Airbnb, flight, and activities. You still have fun if one aspect faces a hiccup. To buy, hold, or sell, investor roadmap. Bull case. AI upside. Continued strength in AI GPU and CPU demand could turbocharge growth. Margin expansion. Zen 6 and improved yields at TSMC could lift gross margins closer to 55 to 60%. Share buybacks. AMD could return cash to shareholders, fueling EPS growth. Bear case. Macroeconomic chill. A deeper-than-expected recession could crimp IT budgets. Competitive heat. NVIDIA's Blackwell GPUs and Intel's Xeon Renaissance could steal market share. Valuation risk. P in the 80s means stretched expectations. Any miss could lead to a sharp pullback. Investor tip. Consider dollar cost averaging if you believe in AMD's long-term thesis. That way, you buy into pullbacks and reduce single-entry risk. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.